Welcome, my friends, to Tower Keepers. Today we're going to focus on how to get a ton of gold. Gold is a limiting factor in the game. If you have infinite gold, you can do pretty much anything you want. So, of course, we're not going to get infinite gold, but there are some ways to, increase the amount that you're going to be gaining throughout the game. The easiest way, by far, is to make sure you use the right heroes. So there's a couple heroes that give you extra gold. There's also a couple heroes, just by the way, that give you extra uh, training points, which you can then make, your guys a little bit higher level. But the two people that you definitely want to focus on are the Cleric, which has this move right here called Tithe, which gives you 17% extra gold after each combat. So what that means is you're getting 17% extra gold every single time you fight any of the campaign levels, anything at all, really. Beyond that, though, you also have something even better than that. This is the Thief. So this guy in himself is not that great of a character. He's not that strong, he's not that great of a defensive guy, but what he does have is this crazy ability called Pickpocket, which gives you 40% extra gold after each combat. So holy crap, dude, this guy is rocking it. You need to make sure you're putting that Pickpocket action on to get, about 57% extra gold at the end of each thing. And that's a lot of gold. It really, really adds up fast, guys. Trust me on that. There also are two other heroes which do end up helping you out just a little bit. There's this chick over here, the Sorceress. The Sorceress also gives you extra training points, so if you want to get some extra training points, it's only 14%-ish, a little bit lower as you're, lower level, but it does help out. This guy as well has, pretty much the same thing. It's called Wisdom. It gives you 8% extra training points at a lower level, so not quite as good as the Sorceress, but still not bad. Every single bonus does count. So if you're going to use those four guys together, they're going to give you the most training points and the most gold that you can get. The real issue is can you beat the harder levels? What levels can you actually beat? Or what kind of campaigns can you actually beat with those sort of bad guys? They're not bad, but the sort of bad guys. Beyond that, though, there are some other really, really cool techniques to getting a bunch of free gold. The easiest one, actually, is by crafting things. What? Yeah, this seems kind of weird. Like, crafting, that usually takes a lot of gold. So yeah, to learn new things, I mean, it's going to cost you crazy amounts of money to craft things. It's going to cost you 12 grand, right? How the heck are you going to make money off these bad boys? You craft one of these guys, you sell it, you're only making a couple grand back. Unless you go and you make one of these little tiny wooden guys. So it's kind of sad as you go up to higher and higher levels. It does require more components to craft these guys. But even at 30 wood, which is a reasonable amount of wood, it only costs 150 gold to craft this guy. Doesn't take any time, just pretty much instantaneous as far as these games are concerned. And then what you do is you sell it right away. Bam! We just made 1,000 gold. So now obviously you can't do this infinite times. You want to make sure that you don't spend every single ounce of wood that you have. But this is a really, really nice way to just get some extra gold really, really quick. Say you need, 3 or 4 more thousand to get something. Well, this is a great way to get it. So just keep selling these guys. They're worth about for me, I'm at a higher level. I'm at 32, so they're worth about 1,000 gold for me. As you're going down to lower and lower levels, they're obviously worth a little bit less. As you go higher levels, everything that they craft just gets better. So it means it's worth more gold. So obviously the higher level you are, the more gold you're going to get off these guys. So don't waste all of your wood on these low levels. Just use a little bit as you need it, but it's a nice way to just get that extra bonus gold whenever you need it. So those are the two main ways to get gold. Obviously there are some other kind of weird ways to get gold, but those are the two main ways to get gold. The only other way is by selling things. So what you want to do is go to your heroes, and then what you can do is it's kind of sad, there's no good way to do this, but you have to go into each individual hero, click on, whatever they use, and see what kind of extra stuff you have. So I've got 2 of these extra staffs over here that I'm not going to need. I mean, they're not worth billions of dollars or anything like that, but sometimes they can add up. If you've got, something like this, you might have a lot of extra items, and then when you sell, a lot of these guys, these lower level ones aren't worth a lot, but when you sell these high level ones with 43 attack, you can get 1,000 gold for these bad boys. And if you sell, 15 of these things, I mean, it can be a lot of gold really, really fast. So definitely nice ways to get extra bonus gold is just to keep selling all your extra stuff. I want to point out that this does mean that you can't combine things anymore, but honestly, I find the best way to do it is to just find better weapons or craft better weapons rather than combining a lot of weird things into stupid things that you're not going to end up using later on. You're always going to find something better at the higher level, so until you get something really, really good, don't combine things too much. You're just wasting a lot of gold and wasting a lot of time. So don't forget though that you can do that for all of your different heroes. You can do it for armor and or other items. So if you have crap tons of leather armor, like I do, you can sell the lower level stuff for measly amounts of gold. But the higher level stuff is not that bad. I mean, 1732 for these bad boys, and you know what? They're not that uncommon to find. As you can plainly tell, I just got 5 of these new ones or whatever, and I've still got a bunch left over, so I'm going to get crazy tons amount of gold for selling these guys. Of course, I don't like to sell them all, just in case I'm going to need it for something else or combining or whatnot. But getting that extra gold can definitely help you out. Don't forget that if you do end up going into hero battles, if you go into, I don't know if I can go into PvP. Oh, you can. Okay, so if you do end up fighting in these tower battles, you get about 1,000 gold per attack. If you're fighting somebody who's kind of low, don't forget to use the thief and or the cleric, and they're going to get a bunch of extra gold for you. So let's just do it. Let's use the we're going to pop the thief in here with these two guys, and at least we're getting extra gold out of this. So it's only 2 floors. It shouldn't take that long to take these guys down. Again, I'm about 10 levels higher, so this guy is not going to be a problem whatsoever, especially against a frickin' pirate, dude. Pirates are one of the worst guys in the game, if you ask me. So here we go. We'll just use this really quick. Soul Rend, Destruction. We'll even use a Waylay, even though it really, really sucks. Well, compared to other really, really good attacks, it really sucks. But those are like the main ways to get extra gold in the game. Just make sure you're using the right heroes. Especially the thief, if you can. Obviously, like I said, he's a weak guy, so you can't be fighting these higher level arenas. But, make sure you are using them as much as possible in these lower level arenas. Feel free to spam if you got a bunch of extra food. Spam those low level campaigns to get some of those guys. When I was saying that you could sell all of your extra gear, you're going to get better gear in higher campaign levels. So push yourself to the limit if you can. Fight in Campaign 3, fight in Campaign 4, fight in Campaign 5. If you can go all the way to Campaign 6, fight in Campaign 6. And if you can use the Thief in Campaign 6 as well, you're going to be straight up rocking it. So check this out, guys. We went from getting 1297 to 740 extra. We made about 2,000 gold from that one guy. So if we fight 5 people, we're going to be making almost 10k gold right then and there. So I've got 1 trophy this week. That's horrible. Hero battles don't give you quite as much, but they still can give you some stuff. So I don't know how much gold we actually earned during the process of this video, but it's, without hardcore doing anything too crazy, we made probably 10 to 15,000 gold just right here, right now. Again, not even trying all that much. Make sure if you're going in the shop, only buy new heroes. Try not to buy any soul stones. That's just wasting your gold, unless you're buying really, really low tier soul stones for somebody you really want to get up to the next tier. So if this guy, $500 to get me up to the next tier, if you're somebody that I really wanted to use, hey, that's fine by me, but don't spam it too much. You're better off actually going in and looting for the stuff that you want to do. So you want to find the loot for this stuff, and even if it's on a reasonably hard level, you can loot, you can get extra gold. And this is a great way to save gold, actually, because then you're not spending all this gold on all these soul stones that you're going to, obviously need to spam quite a bit. Of course, you don't get soul stones every single time, but if you're lucky enough to get a soul stone, I'd say probably about half the time, maybe 60-70% of the time, you're going to get a soul stone out of this, this looting process. So, if you ask me, it's definitely worth it. So this is like the perfect squad to just straight up get tons of gold, tons of experience, and hopefully getting more soul stones in the process. Don't forget also that you can get those green chests. Those pop up every single day at the same time. Those guys always contain a soul stone. You just can't pick which one. So honestly, soul stones are soul stones. You always want to go for those guys. So we end up getting no soul stone this time. Kind of sad, but it's okay. You get one about, like I said, about half the time. Definitely worth it to at least try to get it. Anyways, if this ended up helping you guys hopefully learn how to earn some easy gold and hopefully how to earn some, more experience throughout the game to make it just go a little bit faster. Sometimes this is a slow process game. You need to replay a lot of the maps over and over again. This will hopefully alleviate that problem and just make yourself just keep chugging and chugging and chugging along. Don't forget also to do all of the quests. So whenever you have daily challenges or daily tasks, whenever you have the chance to do all of those daily tasks, they're gonna give you a bunch of extra food, bunch of extra gold, bunch of extra everything, and honestly, most of the time, they're pretty darn easy to do. So highly recommend do the daily tasks if at all possible. Make sure you check them out. Quests as well are really, really nice, but once you get to a high level like I am, there's really no point anymore. There's like you barely can do any quests, and honestly, they just happen automatically. Like you're gonna want to get your blacksmith, alchemist, and engineer up, and then of course you're going to be fighting other treasure towers, and of course you're going to be crafting stuff, and of course you're going to be crafting defenses and stuff like that. It just kind of happens automatically. So the quests, you don't really need to try and do them. They'll just get you extra stuff automatically. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press the like button for me. Really, really appreciate that, and have a super duper delicious day.